You know that moment. She's right there. Same room. Same couch. Same relationship. But the air between you feels strange, like something important has gone quiet without either of you agreeing to it. She looks at you for a second too long. Then she asks something small. Simple words. Soft voice. But you can feel it immediately. This is not just a question. And your mind starts racing. Why does this feel heavy again? What did I miss? Why do small moments feel so loaded now? Are we drifting? Am I the problem? Here's the truth. The relationship didn't get harder because love faded. It got harder because safety did. You're not failing at love. This is not proof you chose the wrong person. Every couple that has ever cared deeply has stood exactly where you're standing. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand the two questions she asks when she wants a deeper connection, what she really means beneath the words, and how to respond in a way that brings her closer instead of pushing her further away. Let's get into it. Most couples believe connection is built by saying the perfect thing. But the real truth is deeper. Your partner's nervous system is reading you before her mind can catch up. She feels your tone, your pace, your presence, your openness, or your distance. So when she asks certain questions, she's usually not asking for information. She's asking, can I still reach you? She's asking, do I still matter here? She's asking, is this relationship still emotionally safe enough for me to be real in? That's the part most couples miss. When safety leaves a relationship, love doesn't always disappear. It goes underground. It gets quieter. More guarded. More withdrawn. More careful. What looks like overthinking is often longing. What looks like criticism is often hurt. What looks like silence is often someone overwhelmed for so long that shutting down feels safer than trying again. So let's talk about the two questions. Number 1, can I talk to you? Here's the part no one talks about. Can I talk to you is almost never just about talking. Most couples hear that question as timing. As logistics. As, are you busy? But beneath the surface, she's usually asking something much more vulnerable. She's asking, can I bring you something real without feeling like a burden? She's asking, will you stay present if I open up? She's asking, do I still have access to your heart, or do I have to keep guessing? That's why this moment matters so much. Because if she has already felt brushed off, half-heard, or met with irritation a few too many times, her body remembers. And now even asking feels risky. Her inner voice is saying, please don't make me regret this. And man, that lands deep. Now watch the disconnecting version. She says, can I talk to you? You say, about what? Or, can it wait? Or you sigh before she even starts. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you feel ambushed. Maybe you're protecting your own nervous system. But what she feels is distance. Now the connecting version. She says, can I talk to you? You put the phone down. You look at her. You say, yeah. I'm here. Or, of course. Talk to me. Or, give me 1 minute to finish this, and then I want to hear you. That last part matters. Because deeper connection is not about fake perfection. Not dropping everything dramatically. Not becoming endlessly available every second. But making her feel considered, not tolerated. Not performance. Not pressure. Not a communication hack. But presence. And when you do that, something in her relaxes. Her brain quietly registers, okay. I don't have to fight to be heard. That's when the walls start to come down without either of you having to say a word. Number 2, are we okay? And this is the one most couples never figure out. Because are we okay sounds vague. It sounds repetitive. It sounds like reassurance seeking. So most people answer too fast. Yeah, we're fine. Of course we are. Why are you asking that? You think too much. But here's what nobody explains. When she asks, "Are we okay?" she is rarely asking for a status update. She's asking whether you feel the distance she feels. She's asking whether the bond still feels alive to you too. She's asking, "Am I the only one noticing the drift?" That question usually comes after 100 small moments. A distracted reply. A flat kiss. An argument that ended but never really repaired. A few nights of existing next to each other instead of meeting each other. Emotional distance isn't usually a wall. It's scar tissue. It forms slowly, over small moments that never got healed. So when she asks, "Are we okay?" what may be moving through her is, "Please tell me I'm not alone in this." Or, "Please don't make me feel crazy for sensing what's changed." Now look at the disconnecting version. She says, "Are we okay?" You say, "Yeah, we're fine." Or, "You're overthinking." Or, "Can we not do this right now?" That response shuts the door. It tells her the emotional truth of the relationship is something she has to carry alone. Now the connecting version. She says, "Are we okay?" You pause. You breathe. You say, "I think we've both felt some distance." Or, "We're okay, but I don't want to ignore that something's been off." Or, "I'm glad you asked. I've felt it too." That changes everything. Because now she feels met. Not managed. Not dismissed. Met. And that's the shift. That's when your partner stops feeling like a problem to solve and starts feeling like a person to come home to. Now here's what most couples get wrong after both of these questions. They answer too fast. They explain too fast. They defend too fast. Not more words. Not smarter logic. Not instant reassurance. But emotional contact. If she feels dismissed, your explanation will not land. If she feels alone, your solution will feel cold. If her nervous system is already bracing, your intent won't matter until your presence does. So validate before you clarify. Instead of, "That's not what I meant," try, "I can see why that felt lonely." Instead of, "You're reading into it," try, "Something in this has made you feel far from me, and I want to understand that." Instead of fixing the moment, hold the moment. Because this isn't about becoming more impressive in conflict. This is about becoming emotionally available. This is about becoming the kind of partner who can stay present when something real shows up. And here's what changes everything. The deepest answer to both questions is not reassurance. It's repair. When she says, "Can I talk to you?" she's asking whether this relationship still has room for truth. When she says, "Are we okay?" she's asking whether this relationship still has a way back to closeness. This isn't a checklist. It's an invitation. An invitation to stop reacting to the sentence and start responding to the heart beneath it. An invitation to become the kind of partner who can hear the need inside the words. Who can stay instead of shutting down? Who can tell the truth gently? Who can repair before distance hardens into disconnection? When you learn this, you stop seeing these questions as problems. You start seeing them as openings. Openings into honesty. Into safety. Into the kind of connection most couples want but never learn how to protect. These aren't tips for a better relationship. They're the beginning of becoming the kind of partner you always wished someone would be for you. Real intimacy doesn't start when the perfect words are finally said. It starts the moment two people feel safe enough to mean them.